Hi Leo, welcome to your unexpected reading for December 2019. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Astro Queen. Love and support to her. Check her out, show her some love. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. All right, Leo. What do we got here? Leo's unexpected. All right, there it is. Okay. All right, Leo. Unexpected. The Devil. That could be Capricorn. The Hanged Man. Justice. All right, 3 out of 3. Oh, gracious. Okay. 3 major arcana so far. Whew. 3 of Pentacles. The Tower. All right. The Lovers. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. 5 out of 7 major arcana. Good gracious. This is a heavy duty month for you. There's things taking form now that have been kind of it's like you've been working up to this. This is a culminating month for you, it feels like. It's going to be pretty pivotal here. This could be Pisces, Capricorn, Libra, Scorpio, Gemini, Taurus, or Libra. For Leo here. King of Pentacles, that could be Virgo. All right. Okay. So you're going to be kind of deciding. This is not something you're going to be doing lightly, making the decisions that you're making, because whatever's set the stage, there's been things going on in the background leading up to this. Like you've been working towards this, whether it feels like it or not. The things you've been doing have actually led up to you adjusting to this new normal. And I think it's about deciding if you're going to decide to stay with this person or not. For the Leos that I'm reading for, it's basically going to be deciding, do I still want to do this, or can we get through this? For some of you, you've already decided and you're thinking about what's next, like adjusting to the possibility of not. But others of you are actually thinking about, you're weighing your choices here. What's this justice about for Leo? What's this justice about? But the decision is going to not be so easy. Like it's not something you're just going to make this month. It's going to set the stage for making a decision, but it looks like you're still going to be deciding for the next couple of months. Like you're going to be going back and forth, negotiating, considering things like that. So either this is adjusting to a new normal and trying things out, or this is you being unto yourself and trying to make some decisions. What's this justice about? Page of Pentacles. What's this King of Pentacles about for Leo? What's this King of Pentacles? Leo. 8 of Cups. 3 of Pentacles. King of Cups, so this could be Pisces. What's this Hangman about? Because that's Pisces. What's this Hangman about? Knight of Cups, and there it is. There's deciding, are we going to move forward with this, or what are we going to do? What's this Tower about? My hunch, before I pull a card, my hunch is for the Leos that I'm reading for, you are going to stick this out. You're going to decide that it's worth it and that you're going to actually help the person, because you see that whatever, it's almost like there's this one thing, and if you could just get past that, it's so worth it. But there's that one thing, and that's what's frustrating. So that's my hunch, but it could show up very differently. What's this Tower about? Before I progress with the reading, what's this Tower about? 10 of Pentacles. What's this Lovers about? the 7 of Wands. 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, fighting for the stability. So this is not over with this person. The thing is, there's something keeping you from being able to progress with this person. And if that wasn't around, everything else would be great. But for some reason, there's this something here that keeps rearing its ugly head. And it's like you make some progress and then you get swept back. And you make some progress and then... So you've got someone that... If you're dealing with somebody, or if you're involved with somebody that is has addiction or is trying to, you know, cover some ground on that, this is someone that feels like when it gets the best of them, they have to walk away. They're trying, but it is a struggle, and it's a work in progress. And I think it's come to that in this relationship that you need to know and understand, or they're wanting you to know and understand, is that this is, you know, 4 steps forward, 2 steps back. 4 steps forward, 3 steps back. 4 steps forward, 3 steps forward. That it's like it's gonna be like that, and it's about adjusting to that and accepting that. And this is what they'd want you to know, I think, because what's showing here is that you start to gain some ground, and then there's slippage, and it's causing you to doubt the connection and negotiate with it, because save for whatever's going on, this is a really great connection and you can see the potential there. But it's thrown into conflict when somebody decides to go off and use, or the past gets the best of them. Whatever they've been struggling with, they're finally letting you know how serious it is for them. Whether it's your dynamic and someone's just, you know, doesn't have very good coping skills, or if this is someone battling addiction, or if it's just you two butting heads and arguing and being like, you know what, that we can't keep doing this. It's going to be something that's going to get laid out on the table. Like, okay, it's come to this. We need to decide. We got the Hangman and we got the Knight of Cups. Are we going to do this or not? Are we just going to kind of be hands off and let's see what happens? Are you, Leo, going to be hands off and let your person go deal with this privately and then come back when they think they've got a handle on whatever it is? Is this about just giving someone space? That's going to be for you to decide. It's on the table. But whatever you two do, it looks like you're still in it. It looks like there's not going to be... it looks like this is more about finding out about what's really going on and addressing it and laying it out on the table than it is you actually deciding anything. This is going to be like a month of discovery. Decisions are going to come later. It looks like you are actually going to be in it. That you're not going to want to make any decisions just yet, at least, because you still feel like the potential is worth it. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, it's a work in progress. Yeah. Because you've got somebody that you might not have known the extent of what was going on with them. And this is about laying it all out on the table. And honestly, I think you're, rather than wanting to just up and leave, I think you're relieved to find out what's going on. I think, again, this is about discovery, and decisions will come later. But this isn't about you probably shocking to you and the person, about you up and leaving and going away. This is about finding a way to work with what is, at least at this stage of the game. You're not ready to give it up. Honestly, this is something you feel like, okay, if we can just address this problem, we've still got something here. This is worth fighting for. So much to your surprise and your person's surprise, I think the unexpected thing is that you still find hope and a way to work with what you recently discover and find out. That it's not going to be a shock, or it's not going to be the disruption and shocker that you thought it would be, or that you thought was coming. You actually do a 180 and decide to not make any decisions right now. Let's just figure out what we're dealing with. All right. Which is a very practical approach, actually. Yeah, no rush decisions here. This is going back and forth. negotiating, talking, discovering, figuring out a way, that sort of thing. What else for Leo? What else for Leo? Act as if. Hang on a minute for that one. I think for this one, I'd feel better about this if this was about you going, okay, well, we're just gonna, all right, we got this we're dealing with now. What would that look like if this wasn't an issue or if this was managed? Like, what would that look like if this was managed? Okay, so let's shoot for that, and we're gonna start living for that, or like towards that. And then that kind of shapes how you deal with the problems along the way, because you've got that hope out here in the future of what it could be like once everything is managed and up and running. Not cured, not solved, not fixed, but managed. That's very different. So if that's what this is, act as if, I'm okay with that. Like, okay, when we get this under control, whatever it is we're bickering over, or what we can't, or what your person is trying to get a handle on, what if that was managed? What would that look like? And then let's strive for that. Okay, I'm on board with that. But if this is just ignoring something, which honestly doesn't show here, it doesn't show somebody just turning a blind eye and acting as if everything's fine, because you both know it's not. And this is again about discovery and you going, I need to get to the bottom of this. I want everything on the table. Let's do this. Because we can't, the potential's there, but we can't go any further until I know what I'm dealing with. And then honestly, it's the interesting thing here, the shocking thing, the unexpected thing is it's not a deterrent. It actually is like, okay, well, now I know what I'm working with. We have means and we have ways. Let's see this. Let's see that. Let's explore this. Let's figure out that. What about this? So it opens up possibilities and options rather than just going, yep, that's what I thought it was. I'm out. That's not what you do. Probably not who you are for the Leos I'm reading for. You don't give up that easy, especially when you can really see the potential here. Stand down. This isn't, there you are, Leo. Knight of Wands. This isn't for you. That's the thing, though. You're going to have to be careful with that, is that you don't go run off and go, okay, here's the plan we're going to do, and this is not for you to fix. There's going to be periods where your person's going to be in and out, or you're going to have to give space and time because this isn't for you to manage or fix. That just flipped. A light at the end of the tunnel. Release from bondage here. This is finding a healthier way. The past no longer controlling. Yay. Okay, so there could be some codependency here. You want to rush in and fix it, and let's just do this. Can't do it. The person's got to meet you halfway, so to speak, in the sense that they've got to initiate and they've got to do their part. All right, what else for Leo? It's a give and take. It's an adjustment. It's you two actually working together. And part of that is you being hands off and letting someone else actually pull their weight or do it, even if it's not in your time frame or the way you do it, which is always easy, right? There's that Seven of Wands again, standing your ground, actually just being like, nope, persevering. There is a way. Let's do this. You just be prepared, though, that you might have to be the cheerleader, and that might be your part at times. Instead of you just taking over and handling it, it might be that you're the encourager, or you're just like, you know what, I believe in you. You got this. I'm over here ready to be tagged in, but you got to know that you can do it. So you can see me cheering for you, but I got to let you do this. I can't, however you need to say it, but your support and your being on the sidelines cheering for your person, hokey, I know, will go a long way here. I think it's, what's that saying? Loving someone gives you courage. Being loved gives you strength. And I don't know who said that, but I'm sure if I Googled it, I could, but I just heard it in passing, and I was like, that is fabulous. That's what this is for this reading. For me, that's what it feels like, is you being like, you got this, but there's certain times where you know to be hands-off. You're no less committed, at least to the decision-making process, because this isn't a commitment. But in the interim, this is about you wanting to empower someone or give them strength and compassion, being compassionate towards them. So there you go. I like it. Because you're not committing. This is not a decision to commit, but you're not leaving them high and dry in their moment of need either. And it's a very fine line because you're not doing it for them, but you're not bailing either. It's like this nuanced thing here. That's for Leo. That's for Leo. King of Cups reversed. Justice, what was it? Yeah, Justice reversed. So that could be Pisces and Libra. So we've got someone in the throes of something and it's causing drama and things are out of whack and out of balance, and it's probably because somebody is dealing with either addiction or somebody needs better coping skills, and someone might be being a bit of a diva, doesn't know how to manage. We're trying to get to the bottom of why this is so, of why there's that codependency and control and whatever, or you want to call it. Someone trying to get to the bottom of that, you working with them, but also being once removed because this is their work to do, not yours. This is their work to do. And this is a tough thing to deal with, whether it's addiction or someone trying to find a better way to relate to somebody going, you know what, I know I love you, but after a certain point, I get weird about things like this and I know how I get. This is someone that might have that awareness, but it's hard because you default, right? Everybody has that default. So there's going to be a lot of negotiating back and forth and adjusting here. A lot of up and down days. It looks like you decide it's worth it. It looks like you've got a game plan, or you'll get a game plan, but it's different because you're not going to be doing the way you did before with this person. The thing is, while you don't leave and walk away, you don't fix it either, and it calls for the other person to step up. So that's going to be very interesting. For the next couple months, it's going to be a lot of back and forth and negotiating. You think it's worth it, though. You're sticking around. Not committing, but you're still present. All right. Okay. All right, Leo. Thank you for stopping by. Much love to you, and I hope you have a good December. Good luck to you and your person. And I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.